Just beat it. Just beat it, beat it.
Just eat it. 5 seconds in and
Yeah,
the bullshit's rolling.
Hey, Miranda, there's always bullshit to go around.
Speaking of bullshit, Minnesota Vikings aren't in the playoffs right now, and you know who is? The motherfucking Packers. 6 weeks ago,
Dude, I saw y'all's annihilation by the Lions.
Listen, we haven't had a consistent starting quarterback since week 8. We lost. In fact, he got injured against the Packers. Within 2 weeks, 2 players of ours tore their Achilles.
Y'all trying too hard to be the best when you ain't the best.
No, they aren't even the best. The Lions won the division. Like, it was basically guaranteed 2 weeks ago.
True.
I don't even have the music going.
You are so, like, flustered about the Vikings. You don't have your music going?
I do not have...
Fucking rude. I have a message for Randy for you about your Vikings versus the Packers, because we also watched that one. Because Packers.
I did not watch that game because I knew it wasn't going to be a good game. Same with the Lions game. I did not watch either of those games. What's his message?
Randy told you to suck his butthole too.
Let's tear Jordan Love's Achilles. See how he does. Let's see how the Packers do without Jordan Love. Then let's talk.
Dude, I saw a pass that happened with fucking the Saints and how he fucking caught that ball.
Oh, he juggled it to himself? That.
Yeah! Like, around the dude! At the same fucking time!
Yeah, I happened to catch that. I didn't know that happened until today. Like, I was literally at work scrolling through random football posts because I didn't know who was in the playoffs yet and what the seeding was. So I was, like, scrolling to try and find it. And then I happened upon that highlight, and I'm like, that... Respect to that guy.
Approved. Not all the time, but every once in a while, us Saints are fucking badasses. They're about as badass as I am, okay? I'm not all the time badass, but I'm a little badass.
I'm just surprised you guys haven't fired Dennis Allen yet. And your precious golden boy, Sean Payton. How do I...
Oh, well, it's the Denver Broncos. Nobody gives a fuck about them.
That's fair. I only
And I'm from Colorado. I'm from Colorado, and I still stay fucking Denver. Fuck that team. Give me shit.
I only care because one of the guys that I regularly watch make football-related content on YouTube is a Broncos fan. So I'm somewhat invested in the Broncos as a team. So, you've been going down a music pipeline, haven't you?
Yes. And I have a new favorite one. Fuck the two that I showed you, because the one I found ain't got shit. Those two ain't got shit on this one.
Ain't got shit?
Ain't got shit, boy. And you probably know them. The Who? Huh?
The Who?
The Who?
They are the Who. Mongolian throat singing.
Yavu! The fucking Mongolian, like, ha! It's just like, like I thought German voices were like spicy, but this is like
It Mongolian throat singing is a whole.
spicy.
It's a whole new world.
Like, I thought the two I sent you, especially that first one was pretty fucking solid. That second one, I didn't really care for the singing part because the voices kind of got on my nerves, but the guitar was pretty fucking solid.
Yeah, the guitar was solid. The lyrics were meh, but I could tell it was people whose first language isn't English. So,
Yeah.
you know, that translation kind of like very basic wording.
It honestly, this is the samurai song kind of like killed it for me.
Yeah. Like they tried to make an anthem, but I don't we're in the post anthem era. You don't need to make anthems anymore. You don't need to be like, this is my fight song. This is my war song type deal. No, just be like, no, just make a war song. Don't say this is my song type deal.
Yeah, don't be like, this is my song. Be like these guys, like, hold on. View full lyrics. Oh, shit. Whenever you ask to view full lyrics, they don't translate it. Fuck. Okay. In the translation, there's a part where it's Yavu or something like that. And it's basically saying, now kneel. Like, you're a traitor, now kneel. Like, dude. Huh.
Which song is that?
You.
Oh, I know what that is. It's a Juve U. I think that's how you pronounce
Juve.
it. That was the song that when I first started listening to them back in 2018, 2019, they started hitting the mainstream. That was the song that introduced me to them. What got me into them was Wolf Totem. Which, if you haven't heard Wolf Totem... Oh.
I listened to both of them. And Wolf Totem I like. But Juve U, way better.
Yeah, it's more of an upbeat song. I like Wolf Totem because it's more of a war song, like a chanting song.
I like the other one because it's more like, bitch, we already fucking won. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm so badass. I don't need you. It is a great gym song. Like, next time I go to gym, I'm gonna fucking pop in my earbuds and all you're gonna see is Juve, yo, and I'm just like on the fucking bicycle or walking up the steps. It's gonna be great. What's that crazy white girl doing? I don't know.
She found her war song.
Let me see your war face. Roar! Let me see your roar face. But no, dude, what got me down that pipeline was I was like, I love baby metal, but I never hear about any other metal bands. And I was driving home, so I was like, okay, put on YouTube. And I typed in Japanese metal bands, and I kind of started cycling through them, and I was like, I really like that first one I sent you, because I got this thing about Japanese music having that high, like that girly high pitch that they do when they're singing. And I'm like, I love that. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, and you're like, huh. Hi. You just got like a 10 out of 10. Okay, boo boo? Because you look so innocent, and then there's a demon coming out of you, and I love it so much. And so I was like, what?
Oh, I was gonna say, if you want something like that's like a better version of that second band you sent me, I don't remember who they were, but you should check out Crystal Lake.
Crystal Lake?
Yeah. They're from Japan. Like, all the main guys are from Japan, but their singer recently, I think it was actually last year, their singer left. So they got a new guy, and that guy's from New York.
Oh, that's great. That is fucking great.
I mean,
where are you from? Japan, 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 New York.
and he looks like he's from New York too. Like, he's
what the fuck?
like, he's got the like from the Bronx look where it's like he's got tattoos all the way up his neck, and I'm pretty sure he shaved his head and tattooed up his head. So it's just like tattoos all up and down his body type deal.
I gotta like see this. Hold on. I gotta see this.
Like, he's a great vocalist, don't get me wrong. He's just not the biggest fan of his vibe. Wish he would do some high screams, but when you're performing someone else's music, you gotta kind of do what they do. And their old vocalist Ryu did a lot of he was good at the clean vocals, and he's got these really intense, deep gutturals. Granted, I don't know if he really uses them in Crystal Lake. I haven't listened to Crystal Lake too much, but
him?
I don't think so. I can't really tell from that. Well, yeah, the picture you did show me was right. That was him.
He just looks like your standard metal, like that, kind of like that fuckboy genre of the new standard metalhead. Like, I'm not trying to diss, but I mean, it is. You know, you got this big ass beard, you got gauges, you wear a beanie, baggy shirt, and baggy jeans. There you go. You got your very basic American fuckboy metalhead.
Okay, here is a better picture.
See, now that picture, he's no longer like the general fuckboy metalhead. He's like New York. You weren't lying. That's some shit you'd see just walking down the street, bro.
Right? Like, no judgment, but
on.
just as I'm saying no judgment, you're just like, put the beanie on. Put it back on. Grow your hair back out.
Full judgment for me. Full fucking judgment for me. I'm sorry. Full judgment.
I mean, he just has the New York look. No judgment on my part, he just looks New York. But, yeah, as I was saying before this whole tangent started, if you want to hear some more Japanese metal, listen to Crystal Lake.
Okay.
So,
I'll give them a listen.
Yeah.
Any new music on your end, bruh?
Not necessarily. I just had like a quick little, I guess, anecdote. Because while we were taking our break, I was scrolling Instagram, just scrolling through the reels, and I happened to come across this, I don't know what to call them. I haven't really listened to their music, but they call themselves a shock rock band. They're called Evil Intent. And what caught my eye was I was looking at the band members' names, because they have like this black metal look to them, like they're all wearing like corpse paint or looking all evil and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look at their Instagram profile and check their description, and I'm looking at the members, and they have their ats, and I'm just gonna go through some of the ats real quick. Moloch of Evil, Denkules, Thoth, and the King of Ghouls. And then here's their bass player, Banana Renegade.
Banana Renegade! That is the randa of the group right there.
Want to know the funny thing?
Huh?
I went back to their Instagram page today just to be like, okay, I gotta see if they post any of like their music or anything. And they removed the bass player. Banana Renegade is
Why?
gone. I don't know. They didn't post about it.
Why?
Oh,
That
they did
was
make a post.
Great.
Never mind, they did make a post.
What's it say?
He's moving on to do something musically different than evil. I guess he doesn't want to do the evil thing anymore.
Bullshit. Get your ass back in there.
You need the a juxtaposition of Banana Renegade being in a band called Evil Intent, where they all got these evilish names, and then there's just Banana.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that caught my attention, and I found that hilarious, and needed to share that.
That is fucking perfect.
But
Real quick, I have to say this. To those that make Japanese candy, thank you.
like Japanese candy companies, or just in general?
Yes! Dude, like, cause I get so tired of American candies being like all up in your shit and like so rich you can only like take 2 bites and be done with it. Whereas like Japanese candies, it's a lightly sweet with a light hint of a flavor, but you can like enjoy all of it. So thank you.
Thank you, Japanese candy company.
Well, Japanese food in period, but that
Yeah, Japanese food's really good. I like Korean food better, but
I will say I have been finding Korean food a little bit better, but there's just sometimes you gotta have that good miso soup. I love it when they put the fresh little mushroom and some onions on top. It makes my soul so happy. So happy.
so happy.
So happy!
Well, I have a couple of choice for you to make here, because I have a couple games prepared, and I want you to
Did
choose.
you get the Atreyu one?
No.
The one I'm looking forward to.
It is such a mountain to climb, because I have to like listen to Atreyo's entire discography and just like pick out random lines. But then I also have to like find something adjacent to that, come up with something adjacent to that. So it's, I don't know, I'm being ADHD about it. I'm just like, that is too much work. I'm gonna do these smaller games that are quick and easy to do.
I will let this slide because you threw ADHD in there, and I am the last person to judge considering our background.
So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna give you the names of the ones that I have prepared, and I'm gonna let you decide. So find the fake hairband, gamer rage or actual lyric, or Horror movie or Brand of Sacrifice song?
Fake hairband.
Okay.
We'll do the least favorite one to start out everything for
Least-
the year.
Started out with the least look forward to. So,
Yeah.
the goal of this one is I'm going to give you 3 band names. These are all real bands, and you have to tell me which
Okay.
one isn't the hair metal band.
Okay.
Okay, so I forgot what the first one was. First one. Cherry Poppin' Daddies, Wasp, or Faster Pussycat?
Baby daddies.
You mean the Cherry Poppin' Daddies?
Yeah.
You are correct. The Cherry Poppin' Daddies are actually more like swing rock.
Yeah.
Such hearing about the existence of this band is kind of why I came up with this game. Okay, so you're 1 for 1 right off the bat. So on to number 2, we have Killer Dwarfs, Slaughter, or Throbbing Gristle.
I love the dwarf one, but I feel like that's not the real one.
Saying these names out loud, I didn't realize how hard it was going to be making it through this.
I feel like the dwarf one.
That is incorrect. Throbbing Gristle is a post-punk band.
I am so happy that the dwarf one was a real band. Can I just say I am so happy that the dwarf one is a real band?
I mean, they're all real band, but yeah, just the idea that there's a band out there called Killer Dwarves.
I love it. For the dwarf.
Okay. 1 for 2 now. On to number 3. We have Firehouse. I'm assuming this is pronounced Striper or Naked Toddler.
I think they have a word for that.
You're gonna be shocked when I talk about this one.
So what were the names again?
Striper, Firehouse, Naked Toddler.
Firehouse?
Firehouse is a hair metal band. Fun fact, Naked Toddler is the first name that Creed used before they became Creed.
Ooh.
I think you know why they changed the name. Who wants to go see a band called Naked Toddler?
That makes them sound like
Right?
beep, 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 beep. It's not good.
Could
I
you
am
also-
so judgy today.
Also, could you imagine being like, hey, who are you going to go see tonight? Oh, yeah, I'm going to go see Naked Toddler.
Just stop. Just stop, Nico. Stop.
Okay. So you're 1 for 3. Number 4, we have Autograph, Porno for Pyros, or Pretty Boy Floyd.
Porno for Pyros.
You are correct. Porno for Pyros is an alt-rock band. They, if I remember correctly, they were active kind of like in the 80s, late 80s to early 90s, and then broke up and then reformed and then broke up again. But yeah, they are not a hair metal band. So you are 2 for 4, keeping it on par, going 50 for 50.
Typically what I do.
Just right on
that line. I'm not a
full
badass. I'm not a full badass, but I'm a half a badass.
Alright. 5. We have Warrant, Extreme, and The. They are a post-punk.
Because I know Warrant and Extreme.
Yep. I figured you would know some of these right off the bat. Okay, so you are 3 for 5. Yes? Yeah. 3 for 5.
Yep.
So on to number 6, we have Pretty Maids, Alpha Wolf, and Shotgun Messiah.
Shotgun Messiah sounds more like a punk band. What were the other two?
Pretty Maids and Alpha Wolf.
Pretty Maids I know is one. Just go with Shotgun for now, because I'm not sure.
Incorrect. Alpha Wolf is a metalcore band. The only reason I know Shotgun Messiah exists because my dad has a bunch of Shotgun Messiah magnets.
Hey, I got that half right.
At least you eliminated Pretty Maids.
Yeah.
You're 3 for 6, still keeping on par with the 50%.
Yep. Typically how it goes.
So now we have on to number 7. We have, I don't know why I keep choosing these bands. Some of these have weird spellings. We have, I'm assuming it's pronounced Stricken, Pop Evil, and War Babies.
Pop Evil. That's not a hair metal band.
Yep. They're technically considered alternative metal, but you are correct.
Great song, 155. That's what they're most renowned for anyways. Other than, I think there's one other one, but I'm not 100% sure what that name was again. It's been a while.
I'm not sure either. Like, I listened to a couple of Pop Evil songs, but the main one I listened to is Deal with the Devil. I really like that one. Also, fun, neat little story that my dad and his friend have from going to a Pop Evil show is his friend got VIP tickets, so they got to go backstage and meet up with Pop Evil. And while they were doing the meet and greet and whatnot, my dad's friend was like, hey, I really love, I'm pretty sure it was 155. And they were like, oh my god, I love that song. That song's so great. It's one my favorite or whatever. And the vocalist is like, yeah, it's really weird. It's a really good song, but I think we're mostly going to be playing, you know, the newer stuff tonight. And then they get up on stage, and in the middle of the show, they're like, you know, we weren't planning on playing this song, but we had a really enthusiastic fan come backstage and talk about this. And he's actually right up here, right in front of us. So why don't you guys give him a wave?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
My dad took a video of that and of him talking about that. So yeah, that's a cool little story involving Pop Evil.
That's really awesome.
God damn it! No, Reno, no uppies, not tonight. So, okay, so what are you at now? You're 4 for 7. We're on to number 8. We have Accept, No Effects, and Warlock.
Warlock.
No Effects. No Effects is a punk band. I did a strange high number of like punk bands in this. I just realized. But Accept and Warlock are the hair metal bands.
Again, I finished half for half.
Nope, we still got 2 more. I did 10 this time around. I know I usually do 8.
Let's see if I go half for half or I actually fucking lose.
Let's see. So, on to number 9, you are 4 for 4. I mean, 4 for 8. We have the Home Team, Vandal, and Stage Dolls. It's the Home Team.
Oh.
The Home Team is a pop punk band. Vandal and Stage Dolls are the hair metal band. So, 4 for 9. You got one more chance to go half. And this one's a bit of a curveball. We have Sleaze Bees, Daddy Rock, and Pantera.
Pantera.
This is where you get a history lesson. Pantera started out as a hair metal band before they became the heavier thrash metal band that they are.
Oh. Okay.
So, unfortunately, you finished. What was that? 4 for 10.
Yeah, I lost this round.
It's the first one that you've lost. You've gone even at least for everything else.
Yeah, pretty much even or I've won. Yeah.
You win some, you lose some.
I was hoping like you'd throw some that I actually knew, like The Rat, Cinderella, Skid Row.
I specifically left those out because that would be too easy. Just to be like, have one that's like, okay, your choices are Rat, Skid Row, and insert irrelevant band because you know it's Rat and Skid Row are the hair metal bands.
Yeah.
I had to throw in the curveballs.
That last one was a really good curveball, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was seeing just how well you knew Pantera. Specifically with that one.
So I might get a lot of hate with this, with our followers and stuff that we do have, but I actually do not like Pantera. I feel like they're overrated.
Okay, so first off, I think in all honesty, like a majority of the people that you and I both know, so mostly just people from Arky's community, I don't think most of them like Pantera either.
Sweet.
Me, on the other hand, come on. You can't tell me that you don't break your neck to Domination.
No.
No?
I skip it.
You skip Domination?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's a cardinal sin.
No, I straight the fuck up. My stepdad, he would listen to Pantera a lot growing up, and like it just got to the point where it was so overplayed because who was it? Wasn't it Dimebag Daryl that died or whatever? Yeah, my
Yeah.
stepdad was like obsessed with him to the point like my dad did. Like he dyed his beard and his hair to match him and shit like that, and I just was like, cringe. Okay.
Well, you're about to cringe what I'm about to say because my dad's kind of the same way. Uh, when my family, well, my parents, because us kids weren't invited, did a dead celebrities party, he dressed up as Dimebag. And
Yeah, but he doesn't try to dress as him every day.
that is fair. And then also, I think I can't remember if it's his birthday or the anniversary of his passing. But every time that anniversary comes around, my dad will like call up a bunch of his friends or a bunch of people and they'll do black tooth grin shots.
Nice. I have no idea what that is, but nice.
I'm trying to remember. I think it's just like Jack and Coke.
Yeah.
Black tooth grin. I'm looking it up right now. It's equal parts Crown Royal, Seagram's, and Coke.
Just the Coke.
Yeah, that's the I think that's where the black tooth part comes from because it just rots your fucking teeth.
Because Crown Royal, okay. The other one, nah. But then you add Coke, huh. I hate Coke.
I'm not partial to Coke either. If it's like, oh, your option is Coke or Cherry Coke, I'll take the Cherry Coke. But if it's like, your options are Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, or Coke, I'm like, just give me the Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper for the win.
And if Dr. Pepper's not an option, you better hope to God you got Pepsi.
No, if Dr. Pepper's not an option, then it needs to be Code Red. If Code Red's not an option, then it goes Mountain Dew. If Mountain Dew's not an option, then it goes Pepsi.
Honestly, that is kind of how I do it at work, but I've stopped buying that stuff, so.
Mom says root beer.
Root beer. I don't remember the last time I've had root beer. I actually don't drink root beer all that much anymore.
Honestly, you know what sounds fire?
Root beer float?
A root beer float.
I mean,
with the root beer liqueur. That is some good stuff. Not condoning anything. I'm just saying. It's cool.
yeah. Don't give your kids liqueur root beer float.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't be that parent.
Don't be that parent that asks that when your kid says, "Can I have one?" when you ask them to get a beer. Don't be the person that says yes. There's a funny story to go somewhat along with that, because my parents have always had the rule of never that they would never ask us to get them beer. Obviously, until I became an adult and be like, well, if I'm going to grab you a beer, can I grab one myself? But growing up, that was a rule. My parents' friends did not share that same thinking. So one time one of them asks me, hey, can you get me a beer? Want to know what I handed him?
Huh?
I handed him a root beer. I I was like I was probably like 6 years old when that happened, so I was like, I don't drink beer. I don't. When you say beer, all that mind goes to is root beer. Get this man a root beer.
He had a hard day. Root beer on the rocks.
Root beer on the rocks. And then last time I saw that friend, my dad thought it'd be funny to be like, hey, when you see him, hand him a root beer. Which I did. I don't remember if he took it or not. I don't know why I just randomly thought of it when I was in Canada and they checked my ID at the bar that Suicide Silence and Chelsea Grin were performing at. The guy took it and immediately went, "Oh, you're from Minnesota. Cool. Here you go."
That'd be funny. You're like not that far from Canada though.
Well, where I was from was fairly far, but no, we're not. Literally, any time I talk about Canada, I'm just like, honestly, my experience there is no different than my experience than being in St. Paul.
Really?
Edmonton is just St. Paul. It's... I really should have. That was just like, oh, cool, you're from Minnesota. You're from Alberta. Just like, no shit, we're in Alberta, fucker. Would we like to enter the dungeon, or do we want to go into the creepy corner? Okay. I mean, we could do both. Honestly, the only thing that I really have to talk about in the dungeon today is fairly short. It's mostly just showing, more like show and tell.
So do you want to do creepy and then end on positive?
We can do that. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do the creepy corner.
So, this message is brought to you by Lady Issa. So, I forgot. Oh, that's what it's called. Okay, so this is the Devil's Tree in Florida. Located in Port St. Lucie. It's a big oak tree in County Park on Canal C-24. And apparently, this shit is like spooky the fuck out. I will let those know that we're gonna include the link.
Yes, I will.
I'll put the link down here.
Put it in the chat. Those that are here if they want to look into it. Otherwise, I will be putting it in the description of the YouTube video.
Yes, because we had to edit due to our own restrictions on our videos in the creepy corner, just because we don't want to, like, yes, we do creepy stuff, but we don't want to trigger people in the process, because this is supposed to be, you know, intriguing, interesting, and fun. This isn't meant to send people down rabbit holes. So, well, basically, what started kind of the beginning of the tree, like the ick on this tree, was ironically January 8th in 1971, which is scarily almost 50 years or more ago.
Say the year again. I missed it. Sorry.
1971.
71. That was 53 years ago. To the day.
52. 52.
52? It's 2024.
Oh, yeah, it is 3. Oh, shit. I was thinking it was 2023, not 2024.
It's okay. On my worksheets at work, I'm still writing 23 on them.
Okay, so this started in January the 8th, 1971. Where it began was basically a serial killer attacks 2 teen girls in violent matters. But that's not where it all originated. That is just per documentation. Where it originally started was basically he had kidnapped 2 girls. Where's it at? Bro, give me a sec.
Did you forget something in your notes?
Yeah, no, I had the ages broke down. No one even noticed. He tied two girls to a tree. Both were like in their teens ish. And basically he had them tied up and then gets an ER call, goes and deals with the ER call and tells the girls he'll be right back. But they break free and ironically end up at his station. And he freaks out whenever he gets back to the canal and goes, oh shit, those girls are gone. Oh no. And tries to like bullshit his way, and he like picks up the phone and he goes, yeah, so I fucked up. I did something very stupid. I like tied these girls up to just rattle them, and sheriff didn't buy it. He got fired and got charged with battery assault and was able to post bail. Well, 2 months later, he ends up killing these other 2 girls. He ended up killing these other 2 girls and basically hung them, then buried them on the same tree, and which is when they were caught. Well, when they started going through records and everything after he got caught, everybody's like, oh my god, what's going on? And police found out that another one of his killings was on a trail in Alexander Spring Park in Ocola National Forest when 2 girls and their boyfriends were basically kind of having like a little bit of a weekend with their boyfriends type deal. And the boys, they were sitting there swimming in the lake, everything's good, everything's fine. And essentially the 2 girls went on a walk. Well, the 2 girls never came back. The boyfriends got worried. They called the cops. They basically went on this big ass manhunt and found the girls in 2 hours. Both dead. And well, after they found out he did it, they also got a warrant for his house relatively quickly because how these 2 girls died was in the same park in the same vicinity that the other two girls got away from. And not only that, but fit his profile. So whenever they went and searched his house and stuff, they found violent stories of women, like, made up in notebooks. Then also diaries of his victims, personal possession of jewelry, diaries, and even teeth. Teeth!
Oh, he's one of those people. Like, that goes a little
From
too far when it comes to the trophy taking, right? Just a little too
From-
far.
Well, dude, it's from 8 different women.
Good lord.
And they were all who had gone missing in the recent years. So basically, this dude was a cop taking advantage of all of these women, killing them, and getting away with it. Because they ended up, he boasted in jail, and the cops were able to attach 30 murders, but he was only charged with 2 life sentences. That's it. 2 life sentences.
Wow. I mean, I think there's only so long you can serve, right?
Yeah. But he never got charged for any of the other murders. And, like, what kind of, like, made him this way was, like, that stereotypical daddy was a drunk, daughter was favored over him, and he was like 12 when he started to have desire to hurt women in more ways than just hurt. And he basically went to go join priesthood because he was like looking for faith back in like 1966.
Right.
And so like what, almost 15-20 years before his first murder, he tries to, that he gets charged with, he tries to join the priest, but they rejected him for lack of faith. Well, hold on.
That's kind of fair. Like,
hold on. So basically he like gets pissed off after he gets rejected and starts taking out on animals, and then ends up like being a murderer. Oh my god, you fucking killed an animal and now you're a murderer.
I mean,
congratulations, textbook creep.
That's where it starts, doesn't it? It almost always has to start with animals, and then they move up to people.
Have you ever noticed that it's poison for the girls and animals for the boys that are like psychotic?
That women will just poison you and men will just like work their way up to it.
Women are just like, yeah, fuck you, we create life, fuck you, bro, fuck your feelings. And then men are like,
fuck your chicken strips.
Should we kill it? Should we kill it? Should we not? Should we kill it? Should we not?
You're just there like, I can't decide.
Now, this isn't the only things that happened at the street ever since, but this is just a few things that are creepy that happened. Basically, oh, I forgot to tell you. On December 30, December 3rd, 1995, he was stabbed to death in his cell by his cellmate,
Oh,
who then got an additional 52 years added to his sentence. I think it was 52.
I mean, yeah, doesn't matter what he did. You kill a guy in prison, they're not just be like, oh, we're just gonna let you out.
Was sentenced in 1999 of stabbing Schaefer and had 53 years and 10 months added to the life plus 20-year sentence he already was serving for double murder. So this dude was like, yeah, I'm a murderer, but like, you're like,
You,
don't need to be breathing.
yeah. Like, I killed people. You don't deserve. You deserve what I did to those other people.
Yeah. Like, you hurt women, bitch.
I mean, like,
that's basically what he said.
that's not an uncommon thing, honestly. Like, now I'm starting to wonder if it is the same killer, because I heard a story similar to that where it was this guy who was like somewhat talking about or boasting about what he did, and then his cellmate stabs him a bunch of times, basically just stabs him to death, goes up to the prison guard and says, hey, the dumbass in my cell is bleeding to death, and then handed them the shiv.
What the fudge? Yeah, I'm not sure. But,
I'd have to look into that.
He was proud of his work. He'd be boasting all through jail for the first few years he was there before he got stabbed. Like, oh yeah, I've killed 30 women and I've bop 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 beep 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 beep. Insert all of the torturous things he did. And the thing of it is the satanic people were like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a sacrifice tree and also a meeting place. We're just gonna
obviously the Satanists had to appropriate.
Yeah, they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that. That's our spot. You see that tree? That's our tree. You want to know why? 2 girls were murdered there. That's why. Yeah. And then also, women have been found in or near the vicinity, also killed.
Just randomly unrelated type deal.
Either unrelated or I wasn't sure, because to me that almost sounds like somebody wanting to like recreate it, but it's left so open.
Yeah, like a wannabe type deal.
Yeah, it's left so open that I don't want to say yes without 100%.
Right.
And then apparently hikers have heard odd sounds and singing. And they're filled with ghost sightings, led to believe that it's the 2 girls trying to like find their way home, which low-key isn't scary. Like, when I hear that in ghost stories, that doesn't scare me. That just makes my heart hurt for the girl.
Yeah. Considering how you view hauntings and whatnot. Yeah.
Like, what do you mean how I view hauntings?
That the reason why she's trapped there is because she's forever living through that energy that was left there. That bad energy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just heartbreaking. And then also those that have taken bits and pieces of it has came to misfortune almost immediately afterwards, but nobody has actually like said anything that I found. I tried to find stuff and I can't.
Huh.
But Lady Issa just said, but the creepiest part is the fact that people still bring offerings in and around the tree to this day. So
They still
they're
be
like
practicing the Satan.
idolizing a murderer.
Well, ever since that Dahmer TV show came out, everyone's like, oh, creaming their pants over Dahmer.
Yeah, but the thing of it is like, so many did that with Manson. They did it with like, Texas Chainsaw. They did it with the fucking clown.
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, John Wayne Gacy. Like they've done it with so many different fucking murderers. Like, I get why people idolize them, like on the psychology level, but at the same time, as much as I like, I shouldn't say I love these stories, but I like
You take an interest
24.
in them.
Yeah, I take a very deep interest in them. 80s had serial killer trading cards. Brooke. Mom Brooke podcast right here. But no, I take an interest in them, but I can never idolize the serial killers.
No. Like, I definitely like learning about them, but I'm always like, that person's fucked up. They're serving life sentence, so they got given the death penalty. They definitely deserved it. They definitely, with all the actions that they did, they deserve it type deal, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I always hope that there's some good to come out of it. Like, oh, this person survived. Oh, yeah. This person escaped. I want that part to happen.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And the fact that the two girls got away was kind of like a sigh of relief, because if those two girls hadn't gotten away, how many more murders do you think he would have committed from point A to point B before he got caught? And not just that, but he was a police officer.
Mm.
Somebody we're supposed to be able to trust.
Right.
And then, like, also another thing that I want to put out here, this goes for the YouTube channel, this goes for those that are in stream with us. If you guys want to help victims of these horrific things, Mr. Ballin, I will be sending a link to Nico, and he'll put it with the YouTube channel. But Mr. Ballin has a victims
like a fund.
Yeah, a victims fund, where charity fund, where basically Mr. Ballin does not get a single penny from it. Everybody that runs it for basically free. It's volunteer work.
Right.
All of the money donated goes to the victims and the victims' family. Because as much as we do enjoy listening and hearing all this craziness, at the end of the day, these aren't just stories. These are real people's lives. And those that are around those victims or are the victims still have to pay for everything that they go
through. But while we wait for his response, I'll do my dungeon thing. Because I finally got some paints, and I got minis painted, if it'll focus on the minis.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So I got these guys painted here.
That is awesome.
So I got those guys. Those guys are like painted green. I don't know if that could quite go through. And then I love my Skella boys. Got these guys. These guys are... If it'll focus. Focus.
Those are awesome.
Painted
I
those
love
guys.
the detail that you went in that.
Yeah, I liked just like taking red paint and splattering them.
That is so satisfying to do on art pieces so much.
And then I got some more. These guys.
Heck yeah.
But so that's like a desert, forest, and then like dungeon skeletons. I have 3 more that I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna get like a white because I have this here, and this is like snow. This is like snow in a bottle, but like it's fake snow. So
Nice.
I'm gonna use that to paint some snow skeletons. Also, funny haha mommy dearest reference.
That's fucked. Okay, honey.
My mom showed me that movie when I was like 8 years old. She was like, "Do you have any idea how bad you could have it?" Nah. I don't remember
That's
when
bad.
she... I don't even remember when she said she watched it. I think she said she watched it at a pretty young age too, and she's just like, just kind of give you a glimpse into what a very clear sign of what abuse is type deal, I guess. I don't remember what her justification was. It could have just been just like, here's a movie. Here's a movie that I make a bunch of references to that'll traumatize you. Watch it. Tis mom. Tis mom.
She's everyone's mom.
Yeah. Well,
Holy shit, we actually kept it under an hour and 30 minutes.
I know. I was just about to say, like,
We've been
right on there.
dorking off for the last little bit.
Just keeping her rolling, keeping her rolling. Yeah, I think someone's a little sleepy.
I am.
It's-
The animals woke me up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, rustling.
Someone should throw them off a deck.
Right. And my internet held up through the whole thing with it snowing.
That's the real miracle right there. Your internet holding up. Yeah,
Oh, but it'll be perfectly sunny, nothing in the matter, and then all of a sudden it doesn't want to work.
no. I didn't even rewatch that one, to be honest. I haven't gone through it. I don't know if I will.
What? What one?
The last one we did, where it was just us through
Oh.
the Discord call.
Oh god, I wouldn't, dude. I would trash that one.
That was my thought. Oh well.
I would trash that one because that one, it was shit, and then the one that we did randomly, just cause, that one was a what the fuck.
I didn't tell you how much of that cut out. So we were live for 2.5 hours. I cut it down to less than 45 minutes.
I knew that one was trash.
But I wanted to just like
I...
It'll be fine. I'm an editor. I know what I'm doing.
This is why we love you, Miko.
This is why I need to start getting paid. Anyways, I think that's a good point to call this episode done. before Reno says the unholiest thing he can. 'Kay, I know he's got something loaded up, and no, damn it, I said it.
Reno.
I will hit end before he can even do anything. Don't even test me. But he's not wrong. God fucking damn it. Anyways.
See, I told you he'd come to you. He came.
He came, he saw, he played his trap card face down. Making Yu-Gi-Oh references to the Magic the Gathering player, that'll get you places.
I feel like I heard that in my head as like a Monty Python. Fell for my trap card.
It's actually kind of on theme with the shirt that I'm wearing. This is a shirt that my older brother got me for my birthday. It says, "Untapped lands are why I have trust issues." I don't know.
Everyone has trust issues though, bro.
Okay, but people having untapped lands in Magic the Gathering are why I don't trust anybody. It's true. It's, yeah. But that's a good place to call it, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to go to bed and watch my Japanese shit.
Yep. Go follow her TikTok. She does things. I don't know. I haven't looked at it.
I does things. I do art. Thank you.
She does art. Go ask her to paint something for you. But yeah, I think we're gonna peace on out of here, and bye.